Find the value of the length x. Label points B, C, D, H, G, E, and Q. Let B, C equals y. Given that, line C, D equals 1 unit. From triangle EHG. Line EH divided by line HG equals to tan 60 degrees, which equals the square root of 3. It implies that 1 divided by line HG equals the square root 3. Hence, line HG equals 1 divided by the square root of 3. Thus, line CG equals line CH minus line HG. It implies that line CG equals 3 minus the square root of 3 divided by 3. Triangle BCG and triangle BDE are similar triangles. The reason is that it is side angle side. Thus, the ratio of line BC to line CG equals the ratio of line BD to line DE. Substitute values and we have that. Cross-multiply, and substitute values. We obtained an equation in y as shown on the screen. Open bracket and multiply our terms. We obtained another equation in y as shown on the screen. Make y the subject of the formula. We have that the product of y and the square root 3 equals 3 minus the square root of 3. Simplify and we have that y equals the square root of 3 minus 1. Consider triangle BDE. By Pythagoras theorem, the square of line BE equals the sum of the square of line BD and the square of line DE. Substitute values and we have that the square of line BE equals the sum of 3 and 1, which equals 4 after substitution and simplification of values. Find the square root of the equation and we have that the length of line BE equals the square root of 4, which equals to 2 units. But, line BE equals line BQ equals to 2 units. The side lengths of a square are equal. Join line EQ. This is the diagonal of the square. Angle HEQ equals 45 degrees minus 30 degrees, which equals 15 degrees. By Pythagoras theorem, the square of line EQ equals the product of 2 and the square of line BE, which equals 2 times the square of 2. Take the square root of the equation. The line EQ equals the product of 2 and the square root of 2 in units. And also, line EH equals 1 units. From triangle HEQ using cosine rule. We get an equation for the square of the length of line HQ as shown on the screen. Substituting values, and we have an equation for the square of x as shown on the screen. Combine like terms and simplify. We have that the square of x equals the 7 minus 2 times the square root of 3. Find the square root of the equation, and we have that x equals the square root of 7 minus 2 times the square root of 3 in units, or 1.88 units to 2 decimal places.